My friends, in this episode, at your request, I will tell you about the most important product for prostate health. And also in this episode, I will tell you about products that are unfairly thrown away and not consumed even though they are incredibly healthy, and about those, on the contrary, that are extremely harmful but you don't know about them. Friends, this episode was created because I read your comments, and in the episode about products that boost erection and improve potency. You wrote a lot in the comments that you were surprised to find out that pomegranate seeds should not be thrown away, but eaten. And you asked me to talk about what other things you throw away, or for example, on the contrary, consume. But this is something you should never do. So let's start with something simple. According to the lead review, the most common seed from the diet that is unfairly thrown away is citrus seeds. Mandarin, lemon, orange. When was the last time you ate these seeds? On the contrary, we always try to judge a fruit by its quality. The fewer seeds it has, the better. On the contrary, we love it when it's all pulp. In fact, the seeds are extremely beneficial. For example, lime, lemon. We're all used to treating colds with a bit of lemon, honey and lemon. We drink it, wrap up in a blanket, and lie there sweating. Headaches are common with high viral loads. Immediately, acetylsalicylic acid as a pain reliever. In fact, try this a couple of times. When you're sick and drinking lemon tea, chew on some lemon seeds. They're very rich in acetylsalicylic acid and act as a natural pain reliever. Besides that, lemon seeds and in general citrus fruits contain vitamin E. It's even called the elixir of youth. It helps remove toxins from the body, and when you're sick, you'll recover more easily and quickly. There's also an antiviral component in the seeds that will help you get rid of viruses faster. And there are also essential oils and tannins that have a positive effect on your metabolism and stabilize the function of your gastrointestinal tract. And another important factor for those who suffer from obesity, according to several studies, Limonin helps fight obesity.
How do you eat them? They don't taste good at all.
That bitterness you taste when you chew the seeds, that's called Limonin. It doesn't taste good, but it's one of the most powerful antiviral agents of natural origin. So when you're sick, chew the seeds and you'll recover much faster. Or if you feel like you're getting sick, you don't need to take antiviral medications. Tea with lemon once, twice, 3 times, but chew the seeds, eat and swallow them. Watermelon. I hated watermelon as a kid, especially the ones with lots of seeds, and I always associated seeds with watermelon. Generally, they seemed unnecessary and strange, yet they always managed to get out in the end. Watermelon seeds actually contain a lot of useful nutrients. Let's go down the list. Amino acids, protein, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, iron, zinc, selenium, and B vitamins. What do you think of that list? And you just throw it away?
There's actually a thing called watermelon seeds, like roasted ones and all that. Or I'll just say it all at once.
It's better not to roast any seeds because you destroy 80 to 90% of all the nutrients. You should eat them dried or raw. Pomegranate, which I've already talked about, many of us like to suck out the juice and pulp, maybe eat it and spit out the seeds. Actually, what's inside the seeds are polyphenols and tannins, which are incredibly beneficial for our bodies. They fight atherosclerosis, they fight tumors as well. So don't throw away pomegranate seeds, eat them together with the pulp. These substances, especially those called quercetins, will be especially beneficial for people who have problems with their gastrointestinal tract. Eating pomegranate seeds will improve your gut microflora. They also have both antiviral and antimicrobial effects. Another product that we undeservedly love is kishmish. And at the same time, we don't like grapes as much because of their seeds, and we try to choose grape varieties without seeds, and we don't like them, we spit them out. Grape seeds. Very often, if you don't chew them, they can cause appendicitis. This is one of the rare but still possible causes of appendicitis. But if you chew them, you get a huge benefit. What is inside the seed? Fatty acids, vitamin E, polyphenols, steroids. They also have 3 properties: cytoprotective, antioxidant, and regenerative. That means they protect your cells from the effects of free radicals and help them recover faster and more easily. To recover. Friends, we've probably reached the most important product, and it might seem obvious to some, but for others, it will come as a big surprise. Look, I'll first list all the benefits that our secret product, which I promised to tell you about, provides, and then I'll reveal what it is. It contains nearly all B vitamins, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese, zinc, copper, calcium, selenium, iron, sodium, potassium, and vitamins K, PP, C, and E. It reduces the risk of developing cancer, strengthens the cardiovascular system, normalizes digestion, helps to cope with stress, improves brain function, increases potency, stimulates insulin production, normalizes the function of the prostate gland, prevents the thickening of prostate secretion, eliminates cholesterol plaques, reduces the risk of gallstone disease, improves the transmission of nerve impulses, and therefore the control of erection. It restores liver function, mucous membranes, and the stomach, promotes rapid recovery of muscle structures, makes it easier to train, and protects cells from the harmful effects of free radicals that cause cancer. So, what do you think of the list? Well, I think it's impressive. These are pumpkin seeds. First thing you need to know is how to consume them. You're used to eating them roasted, but they only work when they're raw, just like I explained. They work either raw or if they've been properly dried. The benefits are incredible. There are even some medicines, I won't advertise them, but there are some that are based on pumpkin seed extract. The daily norm is different for everyone, but on average for an adult man, it's 30 to 50 pumpkin seeds a day. Also, by the way, an important point. Why should you never buy pumpkin seeds and never roast them yourself? Also because the fatty acids they contain become toxic when exposed to heat. And now, here's the secret recipe. How can you get an incredible amount of benefits for your body? Take half a glass of country honey, half a glass of seeds ground into powder in a blender, mix them together, squeeze in half a slice of lemon, pour the mixture into ice cube trays about 2 by 3 centimeters in size, and every day consume 1 ice cube for 1.5 to 2 months. It's best to consume it before lunch. If you like this recipe or if you have other recipes, share them in the comments under this post and stay healthy, my dear friends.